Texas podcast out here. We on the bikes. It's how we do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
You're listening to Background Noise.
Background noise?
Yeah, Background Noise.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Background Noise podcast. I'm your boy Steven, host of the show. Before we get started with anything, I want to say, feel free to write into the show, Background Noise podcast at SEVENTHAURA.com. Feel free to shop the collection at SEVENTHAURA.com. I'm joined today.
What's up, brother?
By Josh FONTENAUGHty.
You already know it, dog.
How you doing today, bro?
Amazing, brother. Yo, thank you for putting this all together. I think this is super lit. This is amazing.
It's cool, bro. Hey, I'm happy to have you on, bro. I mean, we talked about doing this podcast, and it's definitely like a unique look. But what I love about it is that, like, for me, and I've explained it in a bunch of podcasts before, is that like I like to have like different types of scenes, different type of looks, like do crazy stuff. So pulling up to the gas station with the bikes is pretty dope, dude. Straight off rip, bro. I know that you are a multi-talented guy, dude. I mean, I took a peek at your profile, looked at all the stuff that you got going on. I mean, we got stuff from like music, photography, videography, creativity, dude. Is that something that's always been in you? Is that something that you've always had, or like when did you discover that you're a creative person?
Man, dude, I would say, honestly, ever since I was young, my mom said that when I was very young, I told her I wanted to invent something. Maybe like some kind of device or something like that. I don't really remember exactly what it was, but yeah, I always wanted to be like an inventor or something. I guess that kind of eventually led into like creative outlets like music, photography, different stuff like that. But from like the earliest age of the youngest thing I remember I created, I was like a little kid. I remember having like a bubble gun and trying to like make something out of that and trying to turn that into like a whole different weapon. It's like, obviously not like something crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? But like just something cool out of like a little like bubble gun, like whatever it's like here, whatever's in front of you, just trying to create something out of it, stuff like that.
That's cool, bro. Real quick, before we continue, I'm gonna have you put the mic on the outside, that way don't interfere with here, do you mind if I clip it for you?
Yeah, bro, of course.
Let me not, I don't mean to interrupt that, dog. I just,
Nah, bro, I have to do this all the time in the military.
For real?
Yeah, I'm a broadcast journalist in the military.
Wait, hold on, say that again?
I'm a broadcast journalist in the military.
Oh, you know what? I seen that.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't, not to jump back and like forward and backward, because I did take some notes on what I seen. But I saw, there is a picture, and I think I have it saved here on your IG. Let me pull it up for you, bro. This one, is this what you're talking about?
Bro, yeah, so that was in Korea, dog. That was in Korea.
So what's up with this? Like, you were on the radio. Is this part of like what you're doing for military, or is this like separate from that?
Yeah, man. So in the military, there's a bunch of different jobs. Basically, I got selected to be a broadcast journalist. With that, you can do a multiple of different things. You can do public affairs. You can do you can be a photojournalist, a broadcaster. That's what I was trained as. As a broadcaster, our job's a little bit different than photojournalists. They combine the jobs now, but back then, like our job's a little bit different because we could do videos, stuff like that, interviews. We could be in front of the camera, all that. But if you go overseas, they got AFN. You could be a radio host. So South Korea, I was over there. I was doing radio DJ stuff. My DJ name is same as my rap name, FONTENAUGHTY. You got DJ FONTENAUGHTY on the airwaves right now.
Bro.
On God, brother.
So how long were you doing that for?
So South Korea, I was out there for like about a year. And then right after that, I got sent to Germany for like 2 years, and I was doing the DJ stuff out there as well too.
And so are you broadcasting to like military only channels, or
No.
is it like the general public out there can hear you too?
So we actually, the general public can hear us too. I remember in Germany, I would go to this like one spot down the street that had like a whole bunch of good Chinese food, and then just going down there and hearing one of our re-recorded shows and hearing my voice on it just like tripped me out. Brother, like I was like, oh, that's me. So
That's tough, bro. That's tough. And then I seen there's a video of you kind of like running. You're exercising with your fellow like military folks.
Yeah.
So you do a little bit of both then? Because you said it combined. So you were a photographer, or was it more like radio broadcasting?
I was trained as a broadcast journalist, so I was trained on how to do like videos, how to put like videos together, if that has to be a skit, if I'm documenting like a mission, interview, for example, like kind of what you're doing right now too.
Yeah.
I'd be doing that with a security forces person, or like a person that shoots tanks and stuff. I'd be asking them questions like, okay, so like how do you load up the tank? Like, what's your mission here with the tank? What are you guys doing? Like, so basically kind of like that.
Bro.
Yeah.
And so did they give you training for that, or did you kind of like come into that with like the expertise on that kind of sort of?
Definitely. So right now the jobs are combined, but the training that I went for was broadcast journalism. So they taught me how to write like broadcaster style, how to videotape broadcaster style, how to like chop up your audio in like not Premiere, what is it called? I forgot the audio one, but how to chop up your audio, how to do videos with Premiere Pro, and like
No way. And did they kind of give you like the assignment on what you're supposed to do, or they kind of give you free reign to kind of cover whatever story you want to cover?
So there's obviously you got to go cover like certain missions at points, but you also do have creative freedom. Like whenever you have like a customer, for example, hit you up. Like I have some videos where a customer be like, "Hey, we want to get this point across. Don't care how you do it, just as long as you do it." Now it's on me as a creative to be like, all right, we're gonna make a funny video. We're gonna make this many seconds. We're gonna make this many people laugh. As long as like at the end, like it's like this is the call to action. You gotta make sure that this is what people are seeing. This is what we're getting.
Bro, so like, so you said you did that for how long?
So started
almost 2 years, right? You said you did a year in Korea and then a year in Germany?
Well, so I actually started in 2019 in Colorado. In Colorado, I was doing more of the video stuff. So I was basically videoing in Colorado. There's a bunch of Space Force bases and stuff like that. So it was more like behind the scenes, like satellites. There's a mountain base where you go like into the mountain, and you got to go through like all the secret personnel and all that. So that wasn't a lot of stuff out there, but yeah, started off with the video. Got sent to Jersey for like a little like task force type thing. You're not necessarily task force. We had to help with these refugees that got sent over to America. So that was just completely different than my job. After that, I got sent to South Korea for the year. That's when I did the radio stuff. Got sent to Germany, did the radio stuff, and then also started doing videos again in Germany as well.
Dude, that's so fire, bro. What branch of military are you in?
Air Force.
Hey, I mean, I didn't want to assume. I mean, I guess it would have been easy to assume because I seen that one picture that you took of the Air Force plane.
Yeah.
Air Force, bro. So what? Like, how did you choose that?
So my father was actually prior military. He was in the Air Force as well. He's like, yo, son, Air Force treats you right. You might as well do it. You get college, you get all that. It sounded too easy. And
damn. So did you join straight out of high school?
No. So I actually did a little bit of Lone Star. I was going to Lone Star. I was doing some like SoundCloud rap, stuff like that. And I kind of got to a point in my life where I was kind of stuck at Lone Star, and I was stuck like in the area, and I was like, yo, I want to travel. Let me just figure out what's going on with the military, see what's going on with that. Luckily, I was able to tell him I'm creative, and he pushed me into the direction of what my job was just like broadcast journalism and stuff.
Dude, that's so fire. That's crazy, bro. That's legit. That's quite a story. And then based on what I've seen on your profile, you've been to like, how many countries have you been to? I mean, I've seen all kinds based on what I've seen on your profile.
Before the military, including the military.
You know what, before? How about before the military?
Before the military, man. Okay, so before the military, I was born in Orlando.
Okay.
After that, we moved to Barbados because my dad was like in the foreign service and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we went to Barbados. Rihanna's out there, you know. I never met her, but like that's that rude gal thing. She out from there, you know what I'm saying? A little.
Oh no, hey, let's go. She was.
Hey, hopefully, hey, ASAP. I didn't mean it like that. Let's move on, brother. Completely married woman, bro. You gotta respect it. Okay. So Barbados, man. From Barbados, we went to Argentina, Buenos Aires. So Buenos Aires is pretty nice. Hablas mucho español en Argentina, pero nosotros, we moved again and to Bahamas, started forgetting some of my Spanish. Then we moved again. When I got to Texas, hablas nada. I didn't speak no Spanish at all, bro. Like, so yeah, we moved to Texas after Argentina, and I kind of just like lost all my Spanish a little bit.
You know what? And I was gonna ask because there's a song that you put up, and then you're singing in Spanish.
Yeah, un poco.
Hey, let me see, dude. It's the song, bro. I'm telling you, on the way here, I was vibing to it, bro.
Bro, I appreciate it. I guess I've been like wanting to make another song.
Hola,
like,
bebé.
Hola, bebé, con mi amigo Yanka is his rap name.
Yanka? Oh, okay. You know what? Your music, bro. I mean, it's legit, dude. I mean, like, okay, so you've been creative since all your life. You said you wanted to invent something since you were little. You had a little bubble gun. That's legit. Where did the music come in?
The music actually was there for a while too. I would say in Bahamas. In Bahamas, I was probably in like about like 2nd or 3rd grade. My mother started me off in piano lessons. My piano teacher, his name was Jeremiah. I remember at first I like hated it because I'd get off of school and instead of like, you know, watching TV or doing something that like I wanted to do, which thank God my mom actually put me in this and maybe use my brain, I have to go to piano lessons. And then Jeremiah would get mad because I wouldn't practice my lessons. So every time I show up to piano lessons, I forgot what we learned the last week and stuff. And then, you know, I'm a lazy kid. I'm a lazy mother. I'm a lazy person, bro. I'm lazy as hell. I gotta like, but yeah, that's when I started in Bahamas with piano lessons and stuff like that.
Okay, so that's where the music started. Not to put yourself in a box, but what part of your creativity, if you had to choose one, would you define yourself with? Because I feel like you succeed in your photography, you succeed in your videography, and you succeed in your music. I mean, any creative venture that I've seen, at least, it looks like a hit to me. Which one are you more connected to?
I would say I love the music, but that's the thing with it too, because like ever since so when I was in Germany for the past like year, I found a sound engineer And like before I found him, I hadn't made music since like my Lone Star days when I was doing the SoundCloud stuff. Took a break from that for a while. I was in Germany. Military folks were talking to me like, why don't you do it again? I was like, I don't know. Got connected with my sound engineer. It was like song right after, because he just had that connection where I could like make the song and he can engineer it in front of me, and like it was smooth, bro. It was like a team. So now that I came back, it's like I still got that love and passion for it, but I haven't found the team yet. And like I'll make like songs and stuff like that, but I just haven't like finished them out all the way. So I want to say music, because I would love to be like a musical artist and kind of like let that be it. But ever since I came back, I've been doing a lot of photography, a decent amount of reels and stuff like that. It's just that like, and I enjoy the photography and the videos. I just feel like if I completely could dive in one thing and like get paid for it, you know what I'm saying, like sustain a life off of it, it'd be cool if I could do that with music and just be a music artist.
Do you do your beats, or is it?
I found a lot of my beats online. So like, because I'll switch my genre a lot too. So like, I'll be like country type beat, or like reggaeton type beat, or like rock type beat, because I like a lot of different music. So like, I like to try a lot of different sounds and see like how it sounds like and stuff like that. So
I have a question for you that I like. Okay, so when I heard your music, you have like a style to your voice when you're singing songs. Is that just natural to you, or is it kind of like you went into it because like you went into it with, I want to sound like this? So I always wonder that. I do music as in like I'm a musician. I play trumpet. I know a little bit of piano and other stuff, but I'm not a singer like that. I could sing, but I'm not a singer. And so I'm curious, like, how'd that come about? Like,
you're talking about like the like a little like the attitude that it has.
Well, that too. But I'm saying more like, cause your voice, it sounds real unique, and I mean that in a great way. I love people that sound unique, that sound like their own, and you sound like your own. Or is it just natural? Or are you just singing? I
mean, I just sing, and then I think a lot of it too, my engineer definitely pushed me to like raise my voice sometimes too, because I recorded my first or second song with him, and he's like, yo, this is nice, like this is crazy. And then ever since that, like every single time that I go back and record with him, like if I wasn't hitting the mark or like making to the same part, he's like, no, he's like, bro, I need that FONTENAUGHty, bro, I need that FONTENAUGHty. And then I'd be like, all right, give me a second, I might take a sip or something a little bit, and I'm, but is that like get the attitude going and stuff. So
that's cool, bro. Hey, so how, like, you're real high energy. Have you always been that way? I feel like you have a real positive perspective on things. Your positivity, high energy, good vibes. Has it always been you? You know what I mean?
I feel like I've tried to make the most out of life, I would say. You have to be.
Yeah.
I would say I definitely was a bit shy, and you know, social anxiety and all that when I was younger. Maybe not necessarily positive and all that, because I'm like, yo, like, what's the point in all this? But then it's like just kind of growing up, and then starting to do stuff for yourself, and like seeing the progress and all that turns you into a positive person, just kind of seeing like the results and all that. And I would say yes, in a way I was always positive. It's just that like to the effect that it is now, it's a little bit different. So
that's cool, bro. You know, it's funny to me when I hear you say this, is almost surprising to me, bro, because a little earlier you said, man, bro, hey, I could be a little lazy. Right now you're saying like, man, you sometimes have social anxiety, bro. Like, if I hadn't heard you say that, I'd have been like, hell no, you're not lazy, bro. I mean, for one, you're fit. We'll get into that. So definitely not lazy. You definitely got discipline to you for sure. And then like your social, you said before you've been like social anxiety and whatnot. I would never guess that, bro, because having met where we met, off the rip, you've got good energy, good vibes. So, but I'm not to discredit the things you've gone through at all. But for other people that maybe are not at the point where you're at now, right? Because I believe you when you say that at one point you were maybe a little more lazy, maybe a little bit less shy or more shy and stuff. So for someone who's not at the point where they're at now, where you're at, what words of advice can you give to somebody that's kind of like, they're shy, they feel lazy, they feel stuck, you know, to get them out of that? Like, what helped you? What can you tell the folks listening?
Man, not to get religious and stuff like that, but my mom's always been praying for me and like kind of talking about God. So I'll say, first off, I've been blessed to have a very nice mother that's always been there, always kind of trying to point me in the right direction and stuff like that. I would feel like without her advice and stuff like that, I would definitely went down a wrong road a long time ago, bro, like a long time ago, and I probably would have ended up a lot different. So that's one for sure. My mother, her prayers, her advice all the time definitely got me in the right direction. But besides that, what I would like advice for people, I would say pour into yourself, man, pour into yourself. Like, I'm talking about high school, bro. Okay, so one thing for me, right? Something that I've always struggled with, and even to this day, I still like sometimes struggle with, my height, bro. Like, I've been short all my life. Like in high school, I was senior, probably 4 foot something. Like I used to let that get to me, like a lot. Like because of that, I wouldn't, approach the girls that I liked. I wouldn't do certain things just because I felt like kind of like less of a man and stuff like that, or less of a dude. But you kind of just gotta deal the hand you were dealt. Do the best that you can do. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as you're doing what you can do for yourself, I feel like that's gonna get you there. Because it's like you're doing the best that you can do with what you were given. That just gotta kind of make you feel a type of way, especially when you start seeing those results and stuff.
I remember when I was getting I might have been an ID, but not even my license. So I must have been like 17 years old. And I could have swore I was going to grow taller, dog.
Yeah.
And so on my little ID, I put 5'11".
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to grow into that. And that never happened.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, bro. Because I used to struggle with that heavy, bro. With my height, I used to, like, every time I'm in a crowd, I'd be kind of like measuring, like, okay, let me, try to stand ultra straight. So I used to be like that.
Yeah.
And it took me a minute to get over that. I remember even seeing like, oh man, dude, you can like do something to your knees and whatnot. And
the surgery for it and stuff like that.
Me and Ronnie had spoke about that on the last pod that I had done. He's talking about how he's 6'5". I was like, damn, bro. And he even said, oh yeah, you start growing at 25. Like, bro, don't say that, bro. Nah. Hold on, let me, like, there's gonna be some new science, bro. Nah, I used to deal with that, bro. I used to kind of like measure myself versus everybody and stuff. And I remember hearing somebody say like, oh nah, like, weird. I don't know why this helped me, but I remember hearing once that they're like, oh, the jockeys, the people that sit on the horses to race them, that they have to be a small size. They can't be taller. Like that's required. And for whatever reason, I remember thinking like, you know what? Like there's still dope shit I could be doing, even though I'm not like the tallest in the world. Cause I even think like I was really good at football.
Okay.
And I'm like, bro, I'm not getting any taller.
What spot did you play? Where were you?
They started me, like when I had first started, I was on the line, like defensive and offensive line.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I only played into high school like a year or two. I was a middle linebacker.
Okay, so yeah, you're like on the front line and stuff. Like I don't really know like so many of the spots, but you front line, just like kind of do.
Yeah. I was there in the front, and when I was playing, I didn't know the concept of football. So I really could have maybe like been better off had I known what I was doing out there. But I was just kind of like, they would tell me, just like run straight to him.
Hit that motherfucker.
Dude, literally, there was one time that I was playing a game. This was in the middle school league, and it was literally to get to the final championship. And then the other team was kind of like walking us down, bro, taking us. They were on offense, and they were already like 5 yards within the end zone.
Yeah.
And we were there, and I remember being like, damn, bro. Like I look back at the time, I see 20 seconds. I'm like, we haven't been able to stop him. I don't even know what to do. And one of my homeboys was like, hey, just blitz that motherfucker. Just go in there, see if you can get him. Yeah. He's like, I got you. Like, whatever you were supposed to cover, I'll cover it for you. I'm like, bet. I remember I ran in there, and I got past the line. Like, the dude didn't see me. The dude was supposed to block me.
Nah, hell yeah.
And I remember seeing the guy with the ball kind of looking off to the quarterback to the side, and I'm straight ahead of him. I'm like,
oh, he don't even see you.
Yeah, he
don't
even
see
I was
you.
like, oh, I better not mess this one up.
No.
Then, boom! Bro, that was my little moment. I got that on video somewhere. I hit him, tackled him. Yeah, and I was like, I was over there running. That was, I remember crying, dog. I was like, because all my teammates were chasing after me, hitting me in the head.
They're like, get the Gatorade.
Yeah, they picked me up and everything. I was like, yo, let's go crazy. Those are the football. Did you play sports in school?
I played baseball, so I was a pitcher. So not for my high school, because in high school I was in marching band. But outside of high school, I was doing like baseball. So I was pitcher, center field, shortstop. Those were my main positions. I have like this wicked slider, and then like yeah, man, like it could either basically if you're batting, the ball's either gonna look like it's gonna hit you and then curve in last second, or it's coming in like a strike and then like last second curves way out. So you're either gonna like not swing because you think it's gonna hit you and it curves in, or you're gonna swing and then it's like out there or something. It goes like, it's basically just like that way.
So you're a pitcher, huh?
Pitcher, yeah. But I only got like really like one ball, bro. I gotta kind of like work on my.
Okay, so the slider is your.
That's my thing, bro. Like one person showed me how to throw it one time, and I just like never worked on anything else. It was crazy. No. But I wasn't like playing like high school. I was playing in high school, but just like on an outside league and stuff like that, not like for the high school.
Oh, I see what you mean. And you said you did marching band. What'd you play?
So marching band, I was in trumpet. I was trumpet, and that one I was pretty decent with.
Nuh-uh.
We made it to state, like I think like not every year, but like at least a couple times we made it to the state. And it was crazy because I went to this high school called Tombaugh Memorial, which basically whenever it was built, it was like brand new. So
like around here?
By Tombaugh, by 249 and stuff.
Okay,
like that.
so you're a Houston guy.
Yeah.
Born in Houston.
Well, no. So born in Orlando, but moved.
Oh, you said that. Yeah.
Moved to Houston sixth grade.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're in the marching band.
Yeah, so it's a marching band. So yeah, Tomball Memorial was like a new school when it was formed. So at the time, it was the freshman class, which was my class, and then the sophomore class. We had no juniors or seniors. But with Tomball Memorial being formed, there was already Tomball High School, and they were really good too. So basically, every time we went to state, they would go to the state, or whenever we like get to like the level right before state, they would. So I remember one time, bro, it was a competition with like all the local high schools, and it was to see who's moving on to the next round, bro. And you know, it came down to like the last spot. It was between us, Tomball, and probably like somebody else.
No.
So we're all just like sitting, waiting in anticipation, and the announcer's just like, Tomball Mud, and as soon as he says mud, we're like, I just go crazy.
Finally took out this.
He said like, hell yeah, one letter, bro. We talking. It was just lit, bro.
Nah, so you played trumpet, okay. Did you ever like continue that on a little bit? Like, can you still play, kind of?
I mean, I could play like just probably like the very basic notes, but no, man. After high school, unfortunately, after high school, I like because I was a Lone Star, I just like didn't continue with the band and stuff. Man.
Did you go to Lone Star right after high school, or did you take like a little gap, a couple gap years?
Pretty much like right after high school. Like graduated high school, signed up like right after, and then I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of get into some activities and stuff that I may not, you know what I'm saying. But with those activities too, though, I started meeting a lot of cool friends that like also made like rap music and stuff.
Okay.
And kind of got me more into like rapping. Like instead of like the music that you've heard now, it was more like I was trying to be like a SoundCloud rapper, like Trippie Redd, like XXXTentacion and all that. So it was like a different kind of music back then and stuff like that too. So.
Bro, that's tough, bro. Okay. So obviously, I mean, we talked about all the creative stuff that you. Like, I didn't know you did trumpet. I didn't know that the other stuff that you've done. Is there any creativity that you tried that didn't stick?
I wouldn't say so, because I feel like everything that I try, I'll say it goes kind of like this. Like I'll try it and I'll probably do it for a while, and then like I'll stop for a bit, but then it always like kind of finds a way back. For example, like I'll be doing salsa sometimes in bachata.
Yeah, you said that. You go take classes, huh?
Hell yeah, in the Woodland Studio, Social Dance Studio 45. Yo, run me my discount, please. You know what I'm saying? They be lit. There's some great teachers out there, man. It's super fun. So like they got like the salsa at 7, bachata at 8, all levels. So it's funny because I started in Germany, stopped for a bit, came back here. It was like, I'm probably not gonna do it again for a while. One day, I was supposed to meet up with this girl to go either to a run club or something. She doesn't show up there. We're supposed to meet up again, but like to do dancing this time. And she didn't text me back, but I was like, forget it. I'm gonna go anyways. I want to dance. And then I just kind of stuck with it ever since I got back into the class.
That's it. So now you go solo?
So yeah, now I pretty much go, yeah, like for a while I was just going every Thursday, and I mean right now I'm pretty much am going every Thursday. It's like, so salsa at 7, bachata at 8, and then they'll do like a social at 9:30 for free, which turns, well, it's like a social class for free at 9:30 for 30 minutes, and then it turns into like kind of just dancing and stuff like that.
That's tough, bro. So did you ever have any sort of like, because you said you grew up shy, when did you break out of that? Like, because all right, see, that's what I mean. I remember, like, I just now remember that you had said that you used to do dancing, but then you tell me that you used to be shy. That don't sound like a shy thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. A lot of times I get this like pit in my chest before I go to class.
Okay.
But and so the thing is, yeah, I am, bro. I'm still shy. It's just that I prefer the feeling of going and getting over it instead of like not going and then dealing with like,
yeah,
what if I would have went, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I still very much am shy in certain situations, but I kind of use it now more as like a, so yeah, that's what I would say. Use it as like a weapon, bro. When you get that feeling in your chest of like, or whatever that,
yeah,
like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Use that shit. Push you, bro.
Boom.
I use that now to like talk to the girls that I find attractive. I use it to like chase after things that I want. For example, like this bike, bro. I was fucking terrified to get this shit at first, bro. And then I was like, nah, I just gotta do it, bro. Like I just gotta do it. So you just send it, and then you, like most of the time, you end up like, you're gonna end up all right for most of the time. And you know what I'm saying, if you don't, like at least you win for it as long as you don't die, bro. As long as you don't die.
That's tough, bro. How long had you ridden the bike before you got it?
Bro, this is my first motorcycle.
For real? So did you learn, like you learned on it?
So I learned on, so I went to it's like an MSF course.
Oh yeah, for sure.
2-day course. They put me on a Grom, bro. I wanted to try on the 300 because I knew I wanted to get like at least like a 600 or something. But when I was in class and I was trying to like sit on the 300, bro, like I'm still short, bro. You can probably see right now, bro. My foot don't touch the ground if I try to do 2 feet. So I gotta like.
Mine don't either, dog.
It's a short, bro. Out here, like it don't make sense.
You gonna get it lower?
Actually no, I'm already used to it. So like basically whenever I'll stop, I'll do that one leg rest thing, and then like, so I don't really mind it at all. And honestly, if I need to like move it and stuff, then I can kind of lean on the side. So, and I heard if you lower it, like it kind of like messes up the suspension and all that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do mine. Damn, bro, that's cool, bro. So you have an interesting story, bro. So you born in Orlando, came over here around the 6th grade. You think Houston's home?
I would say it's all right. Like, I love Houston. I got my cousins over here. But like, I think I just want to travel, bro. I just want to keep traveling. Like,
What's this for your favorite spot you've ever been to?
favorite spot? I can't say like 100% because I've only been there for vacation, but Spain has been awesome. I lived in Bahamas, so I loved Bahamas. That was live. I only visited Cali for a little bit from what I've seen. Besides the prices, like it's out there too. I love New York City too, like New York City. So, cause I can be very social, bro. So like last time I went to the city, I went to visit my friend, and like just when we were like outside, I was just like bumping into people like left and right. Made a couple of friends, just like random people I don't even know. It's just, you bump into them, you kind of find out you have something in common, and it's so easy to. I feel like it's so. I won't say easy to make it out in New York, but easy to get connected. You just like can meet people anywhere and stuff like that.
What's your like icebreaker to talk to somebody new?
It just depends. It could be anything random. For example, like for you, like it could be your bag or your shoes or your bike. For example, like if I just saw you randomly out here and I had pulled up on my bike, it's just like it's a simple starter. We both got bikes, something that we got in common. Like, yo, bro, like where'd you get your bike from, or how long have you? I just started, blah blah blah, and then simple like that, brother.
That's sick, dude. That's sick, bro. So obviously you've traveled a bunch, dude. How do you think that's affected or like impacted your creativity?
It's given me a lot of different perspective on a lot of different things. So it's like, it's interesting because it's like, I feel like it's opened you up to create different things with different ideas, but then also sometimes it can limit you because it's like, okay, like this is funny and these people will find this funny, but if I like, maybe this like, they won't find it funny. And like, it's like this part of the world will think it's funny, that part of the world. So it's like, I don't know, it's interesting. I would say it's good and bad. It's actually great, I think. If I had to really think about it, I would say it's great. Because it opens you up to like a lot of different ideas. It's just kind of figuring out how to like put it together, stuff like that. Also, another thing is I wish I would something I need to work on is speaking languages and stuff like that. Because if I can speak different languages, then I can like do more things with it.
What languages do you know?
Hablo un poquito español, pero mi primero idioma
yeah.
está inglés. Pero hablas español con mi barber.
Nuh-uh.
It was the Cuba, so every time I go to my barber, he mainly speaks Spanish. So we'll be necesitos or nosotros.
Okay, yeah.
Hablo español to the best of my ability. So like he'll be saying stuff, and I'll be full on having a conversation with him until like I kind of don't understand, and then I'll pull out translate and because I try to like tweak my brain to kind of understand it a little bit more, stuff like that.
That's tough.
I believe that art lives within every soul, within you, and it's not just what you create, it's who you are. SEVENTHAURA exists to affirm that truth, to remind you and the world to embrace your inner creativity and to pursue your one wild and precious life. Every piece we make is an invitation that becomes a declaration of one simple truth. You are art. Head to SEVENTHAURA.com and explore the collection today, because you are the art that the world needs.
We're back to the Background Noise podcast.
Yeah, dude.
FONTENAUGHTY himself. Let's go. Okay. You said in a solo EP released in 2024 called Bison, shorty wanna party all night long.
Yeah.
Booty so big she like a bison.
Booty so big like a bison. Shawty wanna party all night long. Come wind it up on me. Okay. Shawty wanna. Yeah, bro. That's been a bit. I gotta. Bro, you don't talk City forgot his lyrics, bro. Sometimes them shits is falling out my head. I ain't got to. But yeah.
Sick, bro. Dude, you're a funny guy. Would you classify yourself as a funny guy?
Bro, yeah, I would say so. I'm working on that part too, bro. Like maybe I'll be a comedian one day.
Would you ever do stand up?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing though. I just don't know what to stand up about. I gotta figure it out.
Dude, that's funny, bro. No, that lyric, I thought that was funny, bro. I was like, hey, he talking about somebody right now. He's talking about somebody.
Just honestly, I was just imagining these, you know what I'm saying, a beautiful woman in my head, nice curvature, nice all that. Booty so big like a bison. A bison's a big animal, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, bro. Okay, so you've traveled to a bunch of places. When I heard your music, I was thinking like it has a Caribbean feel, which based on what we talked about, it kind of makes sense with that.
Yeah.
And you kind of got a little bit of an Afro beats type of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this question for you. What military movie best describes what the military is actually like?
Man, I feel like it just depends on your job because there's a lot of different jobs in there. So like for me, for example, I could probably be like, "Good Morning Vietnam," since like he's like the radio DJ and all that. And I'll be like, that could perfectly relate to me. Like when I was out in South, obviously besides the war part, since we're not at war right now, but like in South Korea, it was even a joke sometimes. We'd be like, "Good morning, South Korea," just like to mess around and stuff.
No.
So I would say depending on your job, each military experience can differ. To be fair,
That's true. Okay, dude, Good Morning. I gotta watch that. I ain't seen Good Morning Vietnam, bro.
Yeah, he's a DJ. I'm not gonna lie, it's been I need to watch it too. I always got flack for not watching it because he has the job that I have. But
Oh, okay. So you haven't seen it yourself?
I haven't seen it. I just know he's like a radio DJ in the military, and he just turns them up like that. Because basically, what I guess AFN and like the Armed Forces Network was created for, which is like the radio DJ and all that stuff, was to give soldiers like a taste of home whenever they were overseas back in like the day whenever they were like fighting and all that, just to give them a sense of home.
What do you feel is next for you? Like when it comes to whatever. I mean, shoot. Let me not put you in a box on that.
Jalen just sent me a beat like last night. We've been talking about making music together for like a minute, and then like I just got done shooting my friend Cynthia. She's a DJ. She's actually going up in her stuff too as well. She does a lot of house music. So got done shooting her at Bauhaus. On my way home, I stopped at Waterbury real quick because I was like tired at work in the morning, and I see a random message, and it's a beat. I click on the beat. That should go hard, you know what I'm saying? And that's from Jalen. Hell yeah, it's like it. Had to see if it was a cool bike or not. It wasn't too sure.
Hey, you know what? They said a crash just happened behind us and we didn't notice it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, huh? She was telling us right now. She's telling me right now. She's like, "Hey, those are crashes happening. I don't even see it."
Are they okay?
Yeah, I think they're fine. They parked right here to kind of figure it out.
Hey man.
We'll see if it's on video, dude.
No, in fact, they're just talking. It's like,
Yeah.
heavy fuck. But yeah, no, man, Jalen sent me that beat. So like, I was already kind of putting the melody to it, and then before we got here, he had texted me that he kind of already had an idea of how he's gonna do it. So that's one thing for sure. It was with Jalen doing that, but then also I've recently started recording myself a lot lately with like the gym stuff as well as the bike stuff. I'm starting to record myself a lot more now. So maybe something to do with video, if not with the music at least. Like maybe just kind of trying to see where that stuff goes.
How long you been working out for? Like, you know what I mean?
Like serious, I'd say once I was in the military. I worked out before the military, and not to knock like Planet Fitness or anything, but like I would kind of like half-ass it and stuff like that. Like some friends and I from college, we'd probably like chill for a bit and then go to the gym, knock out a couple exercises. But back then I did not care about it that much. Anxiety was even like crazier up there. So I'd be in the gym and like there'd be somebody like next to me. I'd be like trying to talk or something and I would just be like blockers on. But once I got in the military, I had a sponsor an airman, which is basically like you pick him up from the airport, kind of put him to his dorm, all that. And once he did that, like on the way to his dorm, we kind of had a conversation about like, yo, like, I've been wanting to hit the gym for a long time. He's like, yeah, me too, blah, blah, blah. I was like, how about we just hold each other accountable for the next 2 years that you're here? And we just hit the gym like every single day. And he was like, yeah. And then we like just straight up did that. Like for like the next 2 or 3 years that we were at the same base together, we like became best friends, had the gym like pretty much like every single day. Like, and then through the consistency of that, that's when I really started noticing my body more like transforming. Cause like I can show you like the pictures from the past. I was like super skinny, like didn't have muscle at all. But yeah, I saw like my body like, kind of like progress through that. And then once I left Colorado, I wasn't at the status I was at now, but got to South Korea and started doing it even more, met some more people in the gym. And then that's when I kind of started really getting, like my shoulders started going more, my chest started pronouncing more. And yeah, so it's just like over time, yeah.
Yeah, bro, cause you got a good physique, bro.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, bro. Like, how much of it is? I mean, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with the diet, bro. But like, when you were before the military, was it like? Did you look like what you look like now?
Nah, man. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture. I was like super skinny, bro. I was like,
So you're naturally like, if you don't work out, you're gonna get skinny.
But if I don't work out, like if I don't eat, like I'm losing at least like 5 pounds.
For real?
The weekends used to be like super tough for me because like I would go drinking, and then because I'm drinking, I'm not eating too much. Monday would come around and I'm down like a good couple of pounds, man. Like I'm down, my bench has gone down, I've lost weight.
How often do you work out right now?
Every day, or I try to. Besides, like I'll try to take like 1 or 2 rest days just to make sure to, let your body kind of get that rest and stuff. Man, I'm trying to see if I can find one where like you can, cause I didn't take a lot of pictures when I was skinny. You can like you can't really see like how skinny I am, but like I'm skinny.
Oh, okay.
Day.
Damn.
Trying to see what like out that. I have like no muscle there either.
Oh, okay. So how long would it take for me to get to where you at right now, bro? Because you at a good spot.
Bro, I'd just say it just depends on like, see, like I was kind of skinny there too.
Okay. Okay. Dang. No. So if you don't eat, that you're defaulting to that.
Bro, if I don't eat, I'm also taking creatine right now too, bro. So it's like some water weight and shit. I'm doing creatine.
Hey, that really helps, huh?
Definitely, you get that water weight. You just gotta make sure to hit your cardio, because otherwise you're gonna get bloated. I'll get bloated like a lot. So yeah, you gotta do your cardio.
How much cardio do you do?
Man, I try to get at least like 2 to 6 miles per week. Whenever I do it, it just depends and stuff like that. Because I really want to go for my muscle, but with the military, we got to do like 2 miles for our PT test. So I got to make sure I can keep that up.
Damn, you got a lot going on, huh?
Just chilling with it, bro. Just trying to figure out.
That's tough, bro. That's good, man. You living a good life, huh?
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, definitely, bro. That's what I'm saying. God is good. Just gotta stay focused and stuff. I will, like, sometimes I'll like get distracted and stuff like that, and then I'll kind of be.
Yeah, you mentioned some of the stuff that you were supposed to be doing in the Lone Star. I'm curious about what was that. You ain't got to talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Just doing some, how do you say that? Belligerent or whatever. Just doing some fucking hoodlum shit, whether it's shit I'm not supposed to be doing or stuff that's distracting. Kind of knocked me off my pivot for a little bit, which kind of sucks, because then that means like the stuff that I was like steady going in kind of starts faltering, and I have to build that momentum back up. So
yeah,
that's how that can. And I feel like it's just like life lessons and stuff that you go through when that happens and stuff too.
So what does a day in the life of you look like?
A regular day in the life, if I'm off of work, right now it's different because the gym I'm going to, Amped, they're basically doing this like fitness challenge for all of the summer. So before the fitness challenge, I was just going straight to the gym, getting my workout in, and then like figuring out either going somewhere trying to meet somebody to go like do photos and stuff like that. But now the challenge is like recording yourself and doing social media with that. So pretty much every morning, I have a friend, she goes to Amped. I'll bring my camera to the gym, and we're like planning out as we're working out, like, all right, what should we like record this time? What should we do that? So it's like wake up, go to the gym, record a content reel while we're working out, finish my workout, go home, upload it to a computer, probably chop it up and have it ready to post for like later that day. After that's done, I might either have, if I'm linking up with a DJ or somebody else that's performing, I might be doing a photo shoot for them. Or for example, I just did like something with like a bar, a cocktail bar. So depending on what the photo job is that day, is that. Or sometimes also I won't have work at Apple or the photo stuff going on. So I just have like an empty day. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll take a nap. sometimes I'll take a nap whenever that happens. And then I'll try to wake back up and then like start editing some photos or something. And then also with that music thing, because like I have a couple songs, I have a bunch of unfinished songs on my laptop, because I'll start building the idea, and then getting to a place of where I'm like, all right, this is starting to sound a little bit better. And then I kind of like do something that kind of knocks me off my pivot for a little bit, and I won't finish the song. And then like I'll start like a whole new song. So I have like a couple ideas on my laptop at home that I could probably just go back and finish, and then like get that going get that going.
That's it. What apps do you use to edit your videos?
Right now I'm using CapCut for my personal stuff. It's been working out great. For the military, I'll use Premiere Pro because they pay for it. So
okay. And then you use like CapCut for desktop?
Yeah, CapCut on my laptop. So
okay.
It just feels it feels better to use. You got like more options on there. You can chop it up. On the phone is great too, but then like it could overheat your phone, and it just kind of gets annoying after a while.
Damn. How long do you take on your edits?
It just depends on like the kind of edit. For example, I had one with Laura, the girl I'd be working out at the gym. Okay. That one took a couple days because it was like I had to like edit my part, then edit her part, then I had to like download the sounds that I wanted to put on there, and then like also with work and stuff. For example, like if I have work that day and it's like a full hour shift, I'm bringing my laptop to work so that in between my breaks, like the 15-minute breaks we get, like I'll take my laptop out, try to edit as much as I can, put it back in. During lunchtime, I'll eat lunch, and I'll edit and stuff. So like it just depends on like how much work I have that week.
So you gotta have like real dedication and like the time to do it, huh?
Yeah, bro. Like it's like I'll like try to refrain from pressing start break until like I'm in the back, and as soon as I'm in the back, I press start. Like I go straight to my locker, take the bag out, and then try to be like deliberate about it.
Yeah, you gotta be, dude. Because same with this stuff that I do and the other editing that I do, I try my best to like set myself up for success. Like if I know I'm gonna be at work all day, I'm like, all right, let me get all the stuff that takes a lot of mental power. Let me get that done now.
Yes.
That way, hopefully, it's just more like it's just like the simple, like more of the mundane type of editing. Boom, boom, boom. Just erase this, chop that up, whatever. Because for me, like my editing, it takes me forever, bro. Because I have to get into like a flow of creativity, that energy. Because I'm real extroverted, but at the same time, I'm super introverted. So like my energy, all hype and whatnot, like not that I gotta work on it, but like I'm not always like that. And sometimes when I'm editing, it's like I got no ideas. I'm sitting here thinking like, bruh.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes like in the 15s or the hour break, well, hours is a little easier, but like I'll barely be like, all right, you know what? Hell yeah, I'm feeling this, and ooh, and I gotta have a song.
No, yeah. Music helps it. Music makes the world go round. Music makes the world go round.
Hey, so you have your stuff on like Apple Music and Spotify and whatnot?
Yeah, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Some of my stuff got taken off of Spotify. I promoted it the wrong way. No harm or no shame in it. So they did take off Bison. Unfortunately, it's not on Spotify, but it's on YouTube. So if you're trying to listen to some island type thing, listen to fucking Bison on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That should be lit.
What happened to Spotify?
So basically, I was trying to promote my music because, bro, like trying to figure out how to get your music out there and get it heard. There's a lot of different like streaming services that will like promote your stuff, but with your distro, for example, I signed up with DistroKid. They say that basically you can't pay to promote your music. However, I guess I had done it, and the reason why you can't pay is because some people like promote your shit like the wrong way, I guess, if I'm understanding it correctly, and like they promoted my stuff with like some bots or something, which leads to fake plays, which, you know what I'm saying, kind of gives you. You're getting money when you shouldn't be getting money. So yeah, because of that, they took some of my songs off of Spotify by being one of them.
How do you get your stuff onto Spotify?
You need a distro. So I use DistroKid, but if you just look up, like if you go to Google and type in a distro, it's a distributor. They distribute your music. So obviously they get a cut, they get a percentage because like they're putting your music on all these different platforms and stuff. I've heard a lot of people kind of just like say that I've heard good things and bad things about DistroKid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just kind of signed up real quick because I was trying to get my music out there.
Yeah.
So I'm with DistroKid, and we'll see if I ever change it later on. I might not. We're gonna see what happens.
I remember my dad used to do, well, I think he still does music, but we used to use CD Baby.
CD Baby.
CD Baby was like the name of the website, and they would send it out to all the platforms. YouTube, they would make you your own like YouTube like artist profile or whatever.
Cause your dad and your family was doing music, right? Like you guys used to travel for it.
Yeah, bro. Like I used to travel. There was a time in my life I thought that was it. I thought music and doing that whole stuff was it. My dad was a singer, and I was just part of the band, trumpet player.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. See, bro, even that we could have connected off, bro. Like
yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm surprised to see, or unless I missed it. You don't have any music videos, do you?
No. So yeah, I only got reels. It was funny. I was actually gonna make a video for one of my. I have this one song called "One More Time." It's like kind of more like a singing song. So I'm like, "Tell me what you want, my love." Like I'm like kind of going in and shit. And we were gonna go record it.
Let's go.
And we recorded it, but this girl was supposed to show up that day. That was supposed to be in the video, and she was like, yes, up until the day of where she was supposed to like be there. And then she didn't show up, so it kind of messed up the whole like video and stuff. Cause like the whole concept, we could have probably still got it done, but like I just didn't like how it like turned out. Cause like we had one idea and like something else came out, and so yeah, because of that, I don't have any video.
Bro, we gotta shoot your music video, bro.
Bro, I'm with it. Honestly, I feel like that would also probably it'd be lit, cause that would also lead me to more like, you know, like that feeling of all right, let me be more of an artist now, and stuff, bro. Cause like Jalen hit me up last night, and then I was like, bro, all right, well now I have a reason to make a song. Like it'd be lit. I need to do it anyways on myself, but like, yeah.
Dude, you know what? He actually sent me a beat also, like a Spanish type of beat. He's like, hey, cause I told him he was connected with me also, like, oh, that I do the trumpet and whatnot. He's like, hey, I mean, you can put some trumpet on here, and Jalen's pretty cool, bro. Like, I mean, it's cool cause he does the whole thing. He does all his stuff, the videos, the music itself, the production, and it was cool cause I remember he was telling me, he's like, hey, man, I mean, I know you're an artist too, bro. So, I mean, however you feel, let me know. We can kind of swing it in that direction. I remember thinking, that's pretty dope. Like, I felt like a cool thing to say of him, kind of giving me some creative liberty. I've taken the time, but I could not like think of anything. I gotta revisit that. But bro, we gotta do a music video, dude. We gotta get your music video.
Bro, come on now.
Yes, sir, bro. We'll figure it out. We'll plan it out. And get that music video done that way. Especially, hey, those of y'all watching, stay tuned, bro, because we got a lot of stuff.
Bro, that shit would be lit, bro, because you know how we open it. Hey, DJ turn it up, the Bison. Where she moving booty so tight, son, bro. I'll be in that bitch. I'll be rapping. I got my glasses from whenever I'm FONTENAUGHTY, bro. I put the shades on.
I've seen those, yeah.
And then I'm just like, you know what I'm saying. And man, we got a couple. That'd be lit. I got a couple songs that definitely, whichever one you wanna do.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, because there's a few that are super tough, bro. Okay, so there's this thing that I do. And it's the 4 H's. I actually got a shout out to Matt Grable from the Patriots. He's the coach. He had his first year as coach of the team, had every single person in the team go up and share their 4 H's. Their hero, we kind of sort of covered your history, a heartbreak, and your hopes, like aspirations of what you want to do. So in in that mindset of the 4 H's, your hero, we'll start with hero. Who would you say is your hero or heroes if there's more than one?
Man, heroes, I would definitely say, for a long time, I'd say it was like artists that like relate to their fan base. For example, like Russ, I remember when I was younger, he wrote a whole book of like how to become like an artist and stuff, and like how like it almost to a sense seems like it's like a conversation between you and me. Like he's like, yeah, before I got the millions of plays, before I got the millions of records and all this, I was like just like you, and like this is how I did. Like it's basically like connecting with an artist on like a different kind of level instead of like you seeing it as like, whoa, this big celebrity and stuff like that. So I'd say heroes definitely like people like that can like that kind of just let you know that yeah, you can do it. So maybe not like a specific person, because I don't have like one specific person where I can be like, yeah, that's who I idolized. But it's like yeah, people like that, just everyday people as well too, man. That just genuinely do good and like kind of like help each other out. Trying to think of an example for that, but
nah, you good, bro. Okay, again, history. I mean, we covered a lot, I feel like, of your history. But is there anything we missed? Any part of you growing up that you feel like impacted you today? Anything that kind of stuck with you?
We got the good stuff, I would say. We got the good stuff. There's, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of ups and downs and stuff, but it's basically just keeping your head up through the ups, through the downs, realizing there's gonna be a better day and stuff like that. There's definitely been things that I would say I wasn't prepared for and I didn't know how to handle. Kind of just like trusting the people around you, trusting God, trusting yourself, get you through it, and you kind of just move on.
And then there's heartbreak. I'll share real quick. For me, I wouldn't say many. I don't want to sound like I got, oh, it's a hard life now. But like, a heartbreak that really impacted my life for the better was when my pops ran off on the family. Long story short, we had a church. He was the pastor of it. We were doing the whole thing. That's kind of sort of that's even what we came to Houston for.
Your pops was doing a church, like he was
pastor, yeah. Pops is pastor. He was pastor of a church. We had it in a small town 2 hours north of Los Angeles, little town called Bakersfield. We had a church there, beautiful, bro. It was awesome. We had a congregation, nothing too big, bro, probably like 500 people. But I mean, it was an impactful thing. And then all of a sudden we heard, hey, my dad started saying like, hey, I just feel like, you know, what God has for us next is to go to Houston and plant a church in Houston. Well, okay, bet. Which was a huge like culture shock because life was set. I thought that was it. I thought Bakersfield was where it was home forever.
Is that in Cali or where's that?
Yeah, it's 2 hours north of LA. So you're in LA, you drive north, you pass the mountains, and then it's a small little town, bro. Like if you're in LA and you drive to San Francisco, drive into any city up north, you're gonna pass it. But dude, literally, you can drive through Bakersfield in like 15 minutes.
It's pretty out there as well too. Or?
It's Bakersfield is nice because it has nice areas. It's an oil town, so there's a lot of nice little areas because there's a lot of people there that have a lot of money.
Yeah.
But like anywhere else, it has like its bad parts too. But it's a cute little pocket town, bro. Like that's where I got my bike. Well, I didn't buy it there, but I got it when I lived over there.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I don't really ride it too much out here in Houston because damn, you could feel the difference over there
compared to here in
yeah, bro. Because it felt like a pocket town. It almost feels like you're riding in a neighborhood. It feels real safe.
In Cali and stuff.
In Bakersfield. LA is obviously it's a bigger city, but even there, people are more aware of the motorcyclists. So like lane splitting is legal.
Yeah.
So people they have it in their mind, so it feels safer. Whereas here, everyone's trying to race you.
Yeah.
And then there's potholes, and then lane splitting isn't legal. So like if you do it, people aren't expecting it, and some people can get pissed off and start tailgating you, and like people just drive a lot crazier here. So I don't really ride my bike too much because of that. Because I got it out there, so yeah, Bakersfield is a cool little town.
But she pretty too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like have you been to any bike meets out here or anything? Or?
I haven't, bro.
We gotta hit one up.
You've been?
I've been to two bike meets and then a couple car shows out here.
For real?
I bring my camera sometimes too, and take some photos with it.
That's tough, dude. I've been wanting to go. Hey, let me know, dude, because I'm down to go. I've been saying I want to go, and I haven't gone just because like. I don't know what pages to follow, and I don't know, like, well, see now, since you know, I can just tag along to what you got going on and then learn it for myself. But out there, dude, funny enough, out there in Bakersfield, there was this guy, I had him on the podcast, his name is Lotto, and he started a bike page.
Okay.
And it was, a small town, and so, I mean, quickly it took over the city, dude. To the point where he had the cops, like, trying to follow his page and figure out when the next bike meet was, and they would do takeovers. underground street racing.
That
I was the camera guy. Yeah, it was crazy, dude. It was honestly a fun ass time. I remember coming out here and I remember trying to ask like, hey, how is it over here? Because over there we used to do it again, small town activities. We used to do it the bike meets and the races at the very edge of the city limits, so that technically the people that would respond to the 911 call were coming from the other town.
So then you could just slip to the other side. Oh, that's smart as hell.
So it was like, hey, once they're coming, they're gonna be coming from way the hell over there. One, we can see them coming from a million miles away because it's straight away to that town.
Yeah.
And then two, this is past their jurisdiction.
So they can't really, so you just gotta go, and then you're good.
And there was a few times, I remember one time I was going and they invited me over because I've been the camera guy since then. And they're like, hey man, we want you to like, one of my homies was like, hey, I'm gonna race this, like the fastest, what was it? The fastest Mustang in California.
Yeah.
He's me coming in from
God damn,
north.
that's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I just got my new car, whatever. Like, I want you to record the race. I'm like, bet. So I took my drone, had it ready, and I'm with my camera, and I'm like, you know what? Instead of recording from where this race starts, let me go all the way to the finish line.
Yeah.
That way I can get the whoop and get like, see what, like, yeah. I'm like, let me get that angle instead. And then we're there. And then it was like, they were hella serious about the races, bro. They would change the tires and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then, I'm kidding. That's funny, bro.
Y'all can hear that too, right? That's that H-Town shit, you swinging in the rain type. Okay, I'm done.
You gotta get some, what do they call them, bro? The spikes.
Oh, the side of the bike
for the bike.
Bro, once I learn how to wheelie, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Then I can do all that shit, bro. I'll be fucking this shit. I'm working on my persona, all right, brother?
That's funny, bro. I haven't even tried to wheelie on this bad boy yet. I don't know that I am either.
Have you ever done a wheelie? You said you haven't tried a wheelie on it?
Nah, I haven't done it.
Bro, I be talking to Breezy from work all the time. He's
yeah. He crazy on the bike.
He is crazy, bro. Like, he got one after me. He's like, bro, you learn how to wheelie yet? I'm like, relax, dog. We're at Apple right now, okay? Look, I'm like, I value my life.
Excuse me, sir. I don't engage in illegal activities.
But you know, this employee of yours, bro.
Can someone get this guy?
Clean up on I-12.
That's funny, bro. So we were at that race, and I remember thinking like, damn, they're taking forever to start. One guy was changing his tires, right, for the race. He was using like the slicks or whatever. And then we're like, okay. And all of a sudden I could feel something change in the air. I'm like, damn, what's going on?
Bro, that's crazy how that works. When you just feel the bottom change.
You just feel it. I was like, oh shit. And I just hear like, because they're like a quarter mile down. I'm like, oh shit. And I look and I see the cops coming from there. And I'm like, oh my God, bro. I got a quarter mile, not even that far. But I'm like, dude, I got my drone in the air. I got my camera set up. I need to get this bitch down. And I'm like,
no,
and then sure enough, boom, cars coming everywhere. And it was funny because one of my homeboys was like, bro, help me dump my shit. Because he had his car full of like stuff. And he wanted to take it off to make his car faster for the race.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dog, you're supposed to be putting your shit in here. Don't leave your stuff out here.
Yeah, because then
he's
they can find it.
Dude, how much put it in? I'm like, they started panicking. I'm like, okay, come on. So we're like picking up the crates, like, come on, get in here, get in here. Yeah. And then after a minute, dog, I was like, okay, like, come on. And I was like, hey, I gotta bounce. I got my stuff in my bag, hopped on the bike, and then it was like in Fast and the Furious, where cops are cutting off the cars and whatnot.
Oh, hell
and I was only able to get away because I was on the bike. So I was like, and it was cool because then I got away, and it was kind of like, it was in an area where they had like warehouses, like the Amazon warehouses and that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. So it was kind of further out somewhere.
It was it was in the outskirts, and then there was like flat plains and stuff. So I was like way on the other side of this like empty lot.
Yeah.
And I turned off my stuff, so my lights were off, and I was able to just watch the commotion from a distance, and no one was near me. Like the cops weren't near me, no cars were near me, so I was able to like freak out on that.
Just kind of see all that shit happen.
Yeah, dude. And it was funny because then I ended up taking off. I'm like, F it, I'm gonna go home. So I went. It was like 20-minute ride, and I was like near my house, and I'm like, dog, like I just felt like I don't know if I want to go home just yet. I don't know. I was just like in my head about it. And when my homie calls me, he's like, hey, where you at? And I'm like,
oh hell no, that sounds suspicious.
I know. I was like,
suspicious already.
I'm like, what you mean where I'm at? I took off. He's like, I know, but like, where are you at?
Oh hell no.
And I was like, bro, like I'm gonna be heading out. He's like, where exactly are you? And I'm like, dog, what are you asking me this for? Bro? 'Cause I was thinking the same thing. I was like, nah, they must have caught you up and said, hey, is your homie or something? I was like, nah.
I'm going to Chicago, brother. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what do you mean, dude? I'm in Houston.
Facts, hell yeah.
That was crazy, dude.
Wait, so is that what happened? Like they caught his ass and then?
Nah, that girl. You know what? I never asked him, but he had his car. Like I feel like he would have told me if it was like I don't think he got caught. But still, I was real sus. I was like, I don't know, dog. I don't know.
What's your coordinates, brother?
Yeah, like, where are you at right now? You were here, remember?
Longitude and longitude.
Yeah, like, I ain't telling you nothing, bro.
You're still wearing the same clothes, right?
Yeah, nah. I ain't saying nothing. But we got on that side story because we're talking about heartbreak. My whole life was set up out there. We come out here, we uproot the entire family.
Yeah, no, I know how that feels, bro.
And then my pops runs out. He runs off with another lady. Has that typical type of story, right? And so that obviously was a huge culture shock because for me, I like dedicated my time to that. My creativity, I wouldn't say came from that because like trumpet, I learned that on my own. It was outside of like the church and stuff. Although I played for the church, and I don't have any resent towards that. I enjoyed those times. My video and stuff, like I did the commercials for church.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so
yeah.
So like that's where I started that, and then I started to mess around, do YouTube videos because I'm like, I got a camera and like I don't know, let me mess around. Anyways, I say all that to say, he takes off, and I'm thinking, dog, like even working where we work now. That was like a means to an end. I'm like, I'm only here just because like we're starting stuff out here. Like that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so once he took off, even though I was like, 25 at the time, which is old enough to not trip out on it, I was kind of like, damn, dog, like what now? Like, what am I supposed to do now? But through that, I feel like I was truly able to discover myself, and not only me, but I've seen like my family members, my mom specifically, my little sister. Like really, they've been able to step into, like including myself, I've been able to step into my own through that heartbreak. Do you have something similar? Any heartbreak that shaped you, that formed you?
Man, I would say just kind of, luckily I've never had to deal with like my dad running off and stuff like that. And would you say like you're like healed from that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that story is not resolved. Like we haven't spoken since the day he walked out. But for me personally, I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm over that at that point. Like I don't feel any sort of like hurt or even hard feelings really towards him.
You talk to him like later on, like if he hit you up one day, or would you ever reach out to him and stuff, or like?
You know what? That's funny you asked that. I don't know that I would reach out to him. But if he were to reach out to me, I would definitely be open to hear him out for sure. Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things I always think about. It's like lost time used to be my biggest, like, not fear, but like, I just think like, damn, dude, like, what I don't want to have happen is for him to come back and be like an old man, where he's got like, where you can really tell like the saggy skin and like, you ever seen the movie Click?
Yeah, with Adam.
Bro, where he ends up, he can't stop the fast forwarding, and he's like in the rain, and he's like dying, and he has his daughter there, and he's like, damn, like I missed all these years. I remember I saw that movie and I was like, damn, that scared the crap out of me, dude. And so when I see this situation, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But now he's still definitely like high on his horse about his convictions and what he feels and stuff. So for me, I'm like, you know what? Through this, I've grown and I've been able to have the space to grow, because when he was around, it was very much his way or the highway. And so not having him around has helped me. So I feel like it's better that way. It's like healthier for me to be this way, to where I'm at the point where like, hey, yeah, if he reaches out, that's cool. If he doesn't, that's cool. He's a grown man. I'm a grown man. He can live his own life. I'm
not gonna lie, bro. I feel like as growing up and as being a man, bro, I feel like we kind of have to go through that to be your own man sometimes. Like for example, so my father, he passed away like about probably 4 or 5 years ago. Same thing, bro. Like when he was alive, I would have never got this bike. I would have never had the heart to like chase certain things that I've done, because he would like stop me from doing it. Like he'd be like, no, I don't want you doing this. I don't want you doing that. And like I said, like I guess that's like kind of like one heartbreak or whatever. Like it's like, yeah, he passed away, and I kind of just had to figure out like what kind of man that I want to be. And I'm still like working on that as well too, because it's like when he did pass away, I feel like I was still kind of like, I'm not gonna say like childish mindset, but I'm still like growing up, and I would say I still am growing up. But it was just like having your father to then all of a sudden like not having him, and it's like, oh shit, okay, like now I got to take care of my mother. It's like, because I'm an only child and stuff, right? Okay. So it's like I don't have any brothers, I don't have any sisters, like nobody else is taking care of her besides me. So when she gets older and stuff like that, that's my responsibility. So it's just yeah, kind of just like learning and growing through that process. I feel like that's something that definitely is helping me shape a little bit more, because before he passed, bro, like I would say I wasn't as daring, I wasn't as like going out there trying to like, yeah, before he passed, bro, I was at home playing video games like all the time. Like my free time, I'd go home and play video games and stuff. I wouldn't care about like trying to make connections, trying to go out, for example, like meeting different people that are doing creative stuff with my photography. I did not care about any of that. I'd go to work, come home, and play video games. he passed, and it just kind of really woke something up in my mind where I was like, shit, I gotta like figure out what I gotta do. I gotta figure out what I gotta do with my life. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's probably one thing for sure. Besides that, man, like ever since my first time, like I ever like felt that pain where it was just like, damn. I remember I think we were in, it was Argentina. I had a babysitter in Argentina. Her name was Donicia, and like we were really cool. Like we were like really good. Like she was cool as hell because my parents would obviously be at work and shit, and then like, you know what I'm saying, like, so yeah. And then I remember one day my mom like comes up to me and she's like, yeah, like we're gonna be leaving Argentina in like 2 weeks. And like at the time I couldn't comprehend what she meant by that, but she's like that means like you're not gonna be seeing her anymore. This is like probably the last.
Damn.
I'm like, but we're gonna come back though, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Back then, like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna go away and come in. And she's like, no, like this is gonna be goodbye. And then when that shit hit, bro, I was just like, boom, bro. Yeah, like I think that was like my first like actual heartbreak. It was like, damn, like just because like we like cared so much about her, bro. Like I don't even remember why. I just remember like we were like, it was cool. It was like a friend. I had a friend back then. And then yeah, so like that's my first one. Then when we moved to Bahamas, same thing happened where like I had some like cool like neighborhood friends. Like her name was Hunter. She had a sister as well, Kerrigan, and then they had a brother at the time. Like their families gotten big too, as well. But yeah, like back then it was like we were like pretty good friends, I'd say decently. And I remember parents being like, all right, we're about to move to Texas, and then I was like the same pain again. It's like, fuck, bro, like we're close. And then like by the time I get to Texas, it's like now I'm kind of like in like a weird mode where it's like, all right, like I'm meeting somebody, but I'm also kind of more like reserved now with my emotions and shit, because it's like I don't want to get too close, let somebody get too close, because it's like I know that we're probably gonna like get like it's gonna break away anyways at some point. So I feel like that definitely kind of shaped how I like live my. That's probably part of the shyness and all the other stuff too, was like kind of like being scared to get close to somebody, because yeah, it's like just feeling like at some point,
because it can be pulled away at any time.
Exactly, you're gonna move on.
Yeah. So we covered heartbreak, and then hopes.
Hopes
That can also be translated to like your aspirations. What are you looking to accomplish? What's your goals right now? What's your current aspirations, man?
Man, I just want to keep growing, like creativity wise, you know. So I want to be as best of the version of myself as I can be, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's like being like a true, honest, as well as great as I can be, to basically put it on for the people like around me and myself, and just be the best version of myself, to where like you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yeah, the best version of myself, where I don't have to have those feelings of anxiety. I don't have to have those feelings of nervousness, where I'm living like how I'm supposed to be living, like in true purpose and stuff like that, where it's a fulfilling life. That for one. But it'd be great to see that with like maybe some kind of like creativity, maybe like if it's music wise, maybe the comedic thing. Cause I have some random times where like, I'm like, what if I do like stand-up comedy? I just don't know what to do it about. So yeah, being successful in something where I can create it and like basically make the world smile off of like what I'm providing to it, I feel like would be cool.
So, I mean, we glanced a little bit earlier. You said not to get religious, spiritual, get as much of that as you want to be. So you're a spiritual guy, you're a religious guy. What's up with that?
My mom, she raised me up Christian, and a lot of times like that's something that I'm like dealing with right now, actually, is like basically trying to figure out how much of it I believe in myself, because like, you know, my parents got me baptized and all that, so it's like obviously I had the choice to get baptized, but being raised up something, it's what you know.
Yeah. So
joining the military, you know, travel and do all this other stuff and seeing all these different ways of life, I'm like, okay, well, like, do I really believe in this? But I realize with myself, whenever I like start living a certain way, that may be like kind of more religious. For example, like sleeping around, doing stuff like just different crazy stuff. That's when I start getting those feelings of anxiety and nervousness and all that stuff back. When I'm living more like,
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of more like, because honestly, in all truth, one day I would love to have a wife and like kind of just have a family and like, and you know, I'm a man, right? I'm a man. I do have my temptations. I have all this. So like, I'm sure I'll fuck it up and all that. But it would be great to be pure. I would love to be pure with one person and kind of go that way. Because I realize with me, whenever I'm like kind of doing all this other stuff and messing with everybody else, it just takes away from me. And I don't feel the same strength within, at least spiritually, confidently, all that other stuff, than as I do whenever I'm trying to live as like, I guess how you could say a Christian is supposed to live and stuff like that. I don't necessarily study all the scriptures right now, but I do have friends that like go to Bible study that are more into the scriptures and stuff like that. And then like kind of trying to learn from them a little bit, as well as like seeing like how it plays into my life. I definitely believe, I think, yes, God is real, Jesus is real, or I do pray to him, I'll say that. So I don't
That's
know.
cool, dude.
It's my own thing. Just trying to figure it out, brother. Just trying to figure it out.
That's cool, bro. I mean, I'd like that you're on your journey of discovering it for yourself. Just similar. I mean, I was raised in a Christian household also, and my parents, when they were first like introduced to the word, they were in a traditional, like super traditional church, like the girl side on one side, the dude side on the other side type deal. And then they ended up, by the time I was born, it was a lot different, kind of like, I wouldn't say normal, 'cause I don't know what's normal, but like just kind of like what you would go to church like right now, I think. But funny enough, I remember I talked about it in my first episode, where there was this dude who came to the church and they're like, oh, he's a prophet. I'm like, okay, what's that mean? Like, oh, he hears from God. I'm like, okay. And then, you know, my parents being the pastors, I mean, they would like host them and kind of pick them up from the airport and kind of grab them around. So I had the opportunity to talk to them. I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah. Stop the cap, brother.
Yeah. Like, what is it like? So
What are they paying you right now, man?
yeah, I'm like, so what you like what, like you hear it? Like you hear like audibly, like the way you're hearing me?
It's the meme from Dexter, you know, like when he's like staring at him.
Oh yeah, like that one dude like looking around. And so I'm like, what the heck, dude? And what proved it to me, to be honest, was whenever I heard a story of my parents visiting him before we invited him to the church, and he kind of like, he spoke to them about the issues that they were having in their marriage, which nobody knew. I mean, nobody knew. Super private family. We grew up real like private, I guess. And so I'm thinking like, there's like, my parents didn't have like necessarily friends to like go like talk to. My dad was the pastor, so it's not like we had like, should have had himself accountable to somebody, right? But it's not like we went to go talk to anybody is what I'm trying to get at. And so when I heard him kind of like call them on their stuff, I was kind of like, damn, that's like, nobody knows that. So I'm like, hold on, let me hear what this dude got to say, because if he knew that, what's going on? And I remember him telling me, he's like, man, he's like, when I see you and talk to you, he told me, it reminds me of when I used to be a kid and ride on the bikes on this like vacant lot, and there was this hill, and we used to call it the Devil's Backbone because it was scary as heck. And we'd be like on our bikes like, ah! And we would go down that little hill, and it was a time of our life. And he said, you're gonna go through a season of that where it's gonna look like the scariest thing ever. It's gonna look like something you don't and cannot do. But through that, God's gonna be with you, and he's gonna prove himself to you throughout that. And like, I remember since then, I remember trying to think about like, what is that? Like, what's that gonna be? Like, what is that? Or I don't know. And then it wasn't until my pops takes off and life shirt like went upside down that I was like, damn, you know what? Because through that, I feel like blessed. I feel like through that I have seen God through all of the circumstances that we've been through. And so that for me was like a moment of like, okay, damn, there's definitely something there. Like, that's crazy. And then I have this, it's cool because people at work will even tell me too, like,
What would Jesus do, bro?
yeah, they're like, oh, I like your bracelet. Because I remember thinking too, I'm like, you know what, dude, like, it was a moment where I kind of felt like, hey, you know what, like life went upside down. And like things, I thought I was gonna go this way in life, now I'm going that way. I thought I believed in this, now I believe in that. I thought it was like everything was upside down. I'm like, you know what? But one thing that I cannot change is my faith. But that's the one thing that's written in my heart. So like you like hardcore believe in it? Yeah, bro. I'm a believer, bro. I'm a 100% believer, dude. Like straight up.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Would you say you have that passion to like get to know him and stuff more and stuff like that?
Well, yeah. I mean, the crazy thing is like I feel like throughout this time, especially with where we work now, I kind of refrain to say where we work just because I don't know what like the rules on that. But where we work now, I don't have Sundays free, and so I can't go. Well, not that I can't, because I probably could make an accommodation, but like I don't go to church as much as I maybe would want to. And before like all that life stuff happening, yeah, bro, I went to Bible school. I went to Bible college for 2 years. My parents sent me because I was supposed to be the pastor of the church, dude.
Yeah.
And at the time though, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I was like, I don't know if it's for me. So I definitely had that season of my life where it was like, that was it. That was my defining factor. If you'd have known me before, it'd have been like, oh,
he's the pastor.
Well, not the pastor, because I wasn't yet, but I was like youth pastor, one of the youth pastors, and like I would preach sometimes. I was always nervous to do it because, like I said, I was always a real shy guy. But yeah, dude, there was a time that I did study the word. I would share the word, and we did like the youth retreats. Like the church was my life, but that was it. That was all I did. Now, I don't know that I'm like a pastor or whatnot, but I probably should get in my Bible more, to be honest with you. I probably could get into my Bible a little bit more than I do.
Bro, me too, bro. My mother's like trying to get me to read Psalms right now because that's like, I guess, what she's studying. Definitely. It's just, bro, I feel like it makes, at least for me, sometimes I'm trying to read it before bed. I start getting tired a little bit, and it's spiritual warfare, whatever's happening, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah, dude. Yeah, ain't nothing like that. You reading and you're like,
I'm just like, all of a sudden, bro, like it works better than melatonin sometimes. It don't make no sense,
yeah,
bro.
open the book, bro. Hey, but sometimes that's the blessing in itself. Sometimes, bro, you can't sleep. Pop it open.
Bro, I'm gonna just start doing that before I got work, bro. You straight. Never have to worry about it again, bro.
That's funny, bro. I asked you this a little bit before, more targeted towards like folks that have like anxiety and stuff and feel like they can be doing better. A piece of advice, but let's go into just a general piece of advice. If you can give me or anybody listening a piece of advice, maybe like a mantra you live by, what would it be?
Hey man, you're responsible for your own emotions, bro. You're responsible for your own happiness. You're responsible for how you feel, bro. So like, even if like you have somebody, you have a girlfriend that breaks up with you, you have a person that does some kind of like harm to you, or people are treating you like a way that you don't want to be treated. It depends on you how you let that affect you. For a long time, I'd be like, I don't like how like this person's looking at me, or like I don't like why they treat me like this. But like it seems like they're all like cool together, but whenever I come around, it's like all this and that. So for a long time, I try to like fit in or like kind of be somebody else that I wasn't. Man, be who you are. You're responsible. I would say you're responsible to a certain extent, because like people are, you know what I'm saying, some people are handed a hand. That's, you know what I'm saying, I'm very blessed to be in the position I am.
Yeah.
So to like, I would say to an extent, you're responsible for like how you feel. So if you gotta like, if there's something that you gotta do to make yourself feel better, for example, you got like responsibilities you gotta knock out. If it is going, like for me, it's going to the gym, making sure that I'm kind of staying active, taking care of stuff. That's what helps me feel good. Even though it's like in the time being, you don't want to get it done. Do the hard stuff first, so you can feel better later on.
We're gonna get into some questions that we had some of our viewers write in. Someone said, this is a two-parter, so we'll start with the first one. Shout out J King. What is your workout prep?
My workout prep, bro. Pre-workout, dog. I just take that in the morning. I scroll on TikTok. I'm like, I'm about to do this reel right there whenever I get to the gym, and then I go there and I have a good time. But no, in all seriousness, I do push-pull leg, or actually no, I do push legs and then pull. So Mondays usually I'm doing like chest and triceps. So that's like bench press. I'll do triceps, probably like flies, depending on what I can get done. And then I also like to run on Mondays if I can, because I gotta get that 2 miles for the military, right? So like I'll get my chest done, and after I'm done with all my chest, if I got time, I'll try to run at least 10 minutes. Every time I'm running, I hit the treadmill, I'm like, I'm at least gonna do 10 minutes. And then depending on how much time I have after that, I'm either gonna push to get to 2 miles, or I'm gonna like walk out a little bit and go shower and head to work. Cause I usually go to the gym and I go straight to work right after, if I can. So yeah, my workout preparation is, at this point, I kind of already know what I really want to hit, like either like a chest focused thing or like a tricep focused thing, but I try to do push-pull legs for the most part. Push, legs, pull.
So how long do you take at the gym?
It's gotten shorter now, but like usually I'd be there for like around 2 hours, because I like to take my time with like each of the exercises. So if I'm doing chest day, it'd be bench press, and now I work out with my friend Laura whenever we do chest, because like if you work out with somebody, bro, you can like help lift a little heavier and stuff like that too. We also do the videos too, so like that also kind of adds some more time as well. But yeah, like we'll do bench press, then after that we might either move on to triceps, which we'll do like a pull down like that, or like a skull crusher like that. And then after that, either like sometimes we'll do incline, or if we don't do incline, we'll do like flies instead. So you're doing like that, which will like get that, or dumbbell incline. So a couple of those, and then like after about 3 or 4 of those, like at this time now, it's probably been like an hour and a half to almost 2 hours. So right when it's about to get to that 2 hours mark, I'm like, all right, I'm about to hit like at least a 10-minute run, and then after that, I got to shower, get ready to go to work. So I'll get on the treadmill, put on some Sean Paul, put that treadmill up to like about a 7 or 8, and then
boom, 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 boom.
I never waited time, cause I wanna be keeping you warm. Yeah, type shit, bro. Like that.
Okay, what are you, a morning person or a night person?
I would say morning person for sure, but I ain't gonna lie. The nighttime comes around, I'm like, I start getting like grumpy, bro. I'm still like, but we'll be at the club, bro, and everyone's like, why aren't you lit? And I'm like, I'm fucking tired of shit. Like, you know, bro, I have to drink a little more just to like keep us on top. Bro, I'll be tired, bro. I go to a gym in the morning, I go to work, and then motherfuckers still want to turn up, bro. I'm getting like, I can be at home on the couch right now chilling, I'll be fine. I swear to God, bro.
What time do you wake up?
So right now it's not that bad. Right now I'll wake up like around 7 something, 8 something, eat my breakfast real quick, and then I'll go to the gym, lift. But bro, like in Germany, bro, I was waking up at like 5, bro. I was waking up at 5, going to the gym, and so I had it way worse in Germany. It's just that I came here and got comfortable, for real.
Oh, okay.
Came here and got in my old man lifestyle real quick, bro. Like shit.
Okay, the second part of J King's message, shout out J King. What's your next big project?
next big project, bro, I guess I'm still kind of, I ain't gonna lie, I got a good amount of songs on there I just gotta finish, and they're different genres and stuff too, so maybe if I put them all together, I could essentially make a tape out of it, but I kind of think I first want to find a studio out of here, get like one song made there that to where I hear it and I'm like, I like how it sounds. And then from there, when I hear it and like I'm like, all right, I like this quality, then maybe I'll push and make a project out of that. But yeah, so I have like one song that I was like, all right, I was gonna finish. I had this one song, I was like, I'm gonna finish this, and it was like an island type sounding song. I was like, I'm gonna finish this. But then Jalen did just send me a beat yesterday, so maybe that might be the first one. We'll have to see which one it is.
Sick. Okay, so Mitch kind of answered it, but because we got that comment, you know, I'm gonna read it out. I am Valid.
Oh yeah, Lily. Shout out to Lily, bro. What's up? How you doing, Lily? So funny enough, bro, she was on the radio with me in Germany.
What?
Yeah, she was a co-host with me on the radio show in Germany.
So she's military also.
She's a civilian, so she's basically a military spouse. Her husband's in the army. So when I was in Germany, we were multi-branch, or I forgot the joint service. So basically, you could have Army, Navy, Space Force, Air Force, all at the same base.
Oh, damn, that's tough. That's sick.
So with that being, yeah, hell yeah. So we were like, husband being Army, and we were Air Force. We were on this radio show called the Joint Force. So we had like 2 Air Force people, like 1 Army person. She was a civilian, and then also I think we had a Navy person at one point, but then like he had gone off. So yeah, shout out Lily. I miss you. It's been a minute. Hell yeah. New music, like I was saying this whole time, hey, I keep building the songs and then like not finished. So just gotta figure it out. But I do want to push it soon.
Soon come. Okay. This question comes from Lotto himself.
Lotto,
what's your diet plan?
My diet plan: eat like a fat ass. No, I'm just kidding. I eat a lot of Whataburger. Honestly, no, but for real, I try to. My mom, she's amazing. She'd be cooking a lot of Trinidadian food, and that's like, you know, healthy stuff. So that's like rice with peas, curry sometimes, chicken, protein. Just trying to eat as healthy as I can and limiting the fast food. So for example, I had Whataburger last night, but only because I got done with the shoot like at 2, 3 in the morning, and I was like, yo, I still want to, like, I want some protein so I don't just kind of like lose my mass. So I try to limit the fast food, the junk food as much as I can and eat as healthy as I can. I don't necessarily have like a straight diet, but another thing that I do, and somebody on the gym put me onto this because I was waking up and just kind of going to the gym in the morning without like eating. There's this thing you can get called Carbo Gain, and it comes in an orange tub. You can mix this with your pre-workout, your protein shakes, whatever, and it gives you more carbs throughout the day. So I'll mix it with I'll try to take 2 protein shakes throughout the day, and it's just carbs in your drink that make you bigger and stuff too, so you can keep that muscle.
Hey, he just put y'all onto the sauce.
Carbo Gain. Hey, sponsor me, you know what I'm saying? Give me that discount real quick.
For real, hey. Okay, this one comes from Frania, HTX Bilingual Realtor. How does it feel to be a part of the best podcast ever?
Yeah, hey man, I think it's lit. Hey, I've never seen it done like this before. So just doing it on the bikes, being out here, we're in H-Town with it. I think it's shit lit, man.
Hey, this been sick, dog. It's been sick. Hey, before we let you get out of here, bro, let the people know where they can find you. Let them know what you got going on.
Man, of course, I got 3 different Instagram pages. It's a little much, but you fuck with it. FONTENAUGHTY for my music one is FONTE, and then naughty like you're naughty, you know? Naughty, not nice. I got the Fontography, FONTOGRAPHI for my photography, videos, all that. You can find that right there if you want to check that out. You know what I'm saying? There's a little accent from overseas. I'm been working on that one as well. What if you know like those actors that like actually turn out to be like British or something, but like
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually from the UK or whatever.
Hey, if you do that enough, I'm gonna start getting like,
I've been faking it the whole time, but nah. But and then like the last one is Font. So no, I actually got 2 more. I got Font Fitness for my gym stuff on Instagram, and then on TikTok I got this one called Rhythm, and then Instagram is called Rhythm too, but they're spelled 2 different ways. That one I got to figure out how to spell it rightly. So if you follow my other pages, you'll see me like post my rhythm stuff forever. And
that's bike stuff, ain't it?
That's my motorcycle stuff that I like just started posting more and more. So
that's it. Hey, you know what? I know we said we're about to get you out of here. So you have different pages. What was the thought process in that instead of doing 1 page with all of it?
So when I was in Germany before, when I started making music again, I was posting my music and my photography on the same page, and then my engineer was like, bro, like, you got to make different pages for this stuff, because it's like people are going to come here for the music and see your photography, or vice versa, and they're going to be like confused, like, who, like, is this guy doing photography, or is he doing this, or is he doing that? And like for the longest time I didn't really care, and then I was like, you know what, no, that does kind of make sense, because like somebody might come here for like one thing and then see something else and be like, I thought this was something else. So like that's why I was like, let me make each for each of the categories, because if somebody like fucks with my gym content but not necessarily like likes the bike stuff, they don't have to see the bike stuff if they don't want to. They just don't gotta follow it.
Yeah.
And then likewise with, like, for example, with my photography, like if somebody fucks with my photography but doesn't want to see me half naked, they can just, you know, they can follow the photography page and not necessarily have to see me like. That took me some time to understand too. I'll be like, why are they on fire? And then I was like, okay, you know what? That kind of does make sense. Like maybe they just like fuck with the art instead of like seeing.
Yeah,
you know. So.
I just started to really dedicate to splitting my stuff up with the podcast. That's what really did it for me. I was like, once I did the podcast, I'm like, okay, that's completely its own thing. I got to do it on my own page. And I'm like, you know what? My photography should be on its own. And so I have like all my different pages and whatnot. But for a minute there, it was all in one. Mm-hmm. And so now I just split it up. But that's pretty cool.
And it gives each of them like their own identity, bro. Like so, it's like because I feel you're playing different roles, bro. It's just like a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Anything we didn't cover, bro? Anything you want to talk about? Any story you want to share? Maybe I didn't ask you or anything like before we get you out of here?
No, that's it for the most part. Honestly, we can save it for because there's some other stuff, but we can save it for a part 2 some other time.
100%, dog.
We do the music video, bro. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Shit takes off. We can definitely get another one another time.
100%, bro. Hey, you know what? Hey, appreciate you for being on the show, dog. And kind of like what you alluded to. Anytime you got anything to say, bro, you hit me up. I'd love to have you on the podcast anytime, dog. For real.
Of course.
And the music video. Hey, y'all stay tuned for the music video, bro, because we're gonna pick a song. It might be a new one. It might be one that's already out. But regardless, follow us on our pages because we're gonna be doing some cool stuff out of Houston, bro. So y'all stay tapped in. I'm Steven.
I'm FONTENAUGHTY.
And this is Background Noise Podcast. Peace. Deep cut.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
You got the boy doing a shoot of the bikes. Come on now. Look at that. Come on.
Hell yeah. Gotta get it vertical for the, you know what I'm saying, for the Insta and all
Gotta get it for the gram, you know what I'm saying? Look at that.
Oh, for the gram?
For the gram. Here, let me turn the lights on real quick. Let me turn the...
Hell yeah.
We out here doing it. Shout out to Baby for operating the camera.
Yeah, nothing with that shit, huh?
The second shot, yeah, second shooter, down my baby. We just wrapped up, just doing a quick little photo shoot, because you know how we do it.
Okay.
Hey, this is sick, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
This is tough.
When have you seen that dumb before? What do you mean, brother? So like even for like TikTok, I'm about to like just record real quick. Let me turn my lights on too.
Okay, bet.
And then like it'll just be like a video of me going around the bikes with like a fucking sound to it, like a dun 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 dun. Like
yeah.
It's bro, people they fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm for the fit, and I drive a wide body. Who you know? Rolling like this, nobody. Can't go slow. I gotta hit that body. I'm the top of the top. I can't never take a break. Yeah, I'm hot.
I don't know if you want like some with your bike. I can move my bike out the way.
With the helmet on?
Yeah, I'll get some of you with like kind of just you by the bikes, and then I'll move my bike and get some of just you like with your bike. It was. Tough type shit. Honestly, if you kind of want to like maybe pose up like this way. And I'll go back this way. Tough. Hell yeah. Tough, brother. Let me just thing out the way. Type shit. Let's see. I got you like boom.
Hey, sick as hell, dog.
Alright, let me
Tough.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
know you love the way that I'm gon' keep going. Yeah. Can't do flexing cause they know I got the sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came country boy stepping. Yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping. Yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Yeah, they can't get like me. Rockin' boots and white tee. Designer on my cuff, ain't something like a movie. Country boy stepping. Yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Country boy stepping. Yeah, I'm country boy stepping.
Yeah, you got some good ones, baby?
I think so.
Yeah? Okay.
Watch them not taking it.
It's like, nothing was taken.
Thank you. It was a video. Thank you. Hell yeah.
That was tough. Do a little photo shoot at the end of the episode, because you know that's what we do.
Bye.
All right.
Yep.
Let's see what we got, bro.
We got us posing. I think that one would be tough with us standing and stuff. I think that one's sick too. The side profiles is
Tough.
hell yeah.
Tough.
All right.
That was cool, man. That was cool. Thank you, baby, for helping out. That was another episode of Background Noise Podcast. Look, if you own a business, a local business out here in Houston, it could be in a gas station, it could be a food truck, be whatever, and you want us to pull up to do a pod at your business, do a pod with you, or just even at your location, you hit me up, all right? You hit me up at steven@seventhhour.com. That's been another episode. We signing out.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. The energy's here in Houston, baby.
What the? Babe.